Today our group will talk about Unit 7 from IGCSE Biology book, 3rd edition by Mary Jones and Job Jones. Our group include Lê Nguyễn Bao Thi, Vũ Khanh An, Trần Khanh An, Nguyễn Thị Thuy Linh, and Phuc An from 10 IG2S1. So let's begin. There are 5 parts in the video. First is diet, second is alimentary canal, next is mechanical digestion and chemical digestion. Finally is absorption. This chapter will help you understand more clearly of how the diet affects certain people and also how the food pass along the alimentary canal. Not to waste your all precious time, let's jump right into the video.
Diet. So first, let's talk about balanced diet. Balanced diet contains 7 types of nutrition: carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, minerals, water, fiber, in the correct amounts of proportions. And also, fiber cannot be digested. At a young age, children tend to consume the least energy. Teenagers are the ones who need the most energy because they are growing up and energy is needed for bones growth in order to make sure their body is fully grown before they mature and become an adult. Adults turn out to consume less energy than teenagers because their bodies are in full structure. The energy is used mostly for daily activities whenever they have to work hard. Males consume more energy than women because they need to use muscles to carry heavy stuff and loads. Pregnant women have to eat more each day because they are having babies and the energy is for the growth of the fetus and also their own selves. With breastfeeding, the women need to eat more because they need the nutrients in food to feed their own children and also for themselves. Let's look closer to the first nutrition, carbohydrates. You can find carbohydrate in bread, pasta, potato, rice, and corn. Carbohydrates provide the body with the energy it needs and are a good source of many vitamins and minerals. The next nutrition is proteins. Proteins can be found in fish, chicken breast, beef, nuts, peas, egg, and milk. Proteins help the body to build bones, skin, muscles, cartilage, and repair tissue. Fats. You can find fats in oil, butter, cream, coconut oil, nuts, cheese, eggs, and avocado. The functions of fats are strengthen the immune system, enhance brain and nervous system function, reduce cardiovascular disease, grow healthy skin, and regulate body weight. And next is fiber. Fiber can be found in vegetables, whole grain food, nuts and seeds, and avocado. Fiber helps the body to improve cholesterol and blood sugar levels, assists in preventing some diseases such as diabetes, heart disease, and bowel cancer.
The next one is vitamin C. You can find vitamin C in broccoli, lemon, cranberry, potato, orange, guava, and strawberry. It helps the body to enhance antibody production, prevent cancer and stroke, battle high blood pressure. Vitamin D. Vitamin D can be found in salmon, dairy product, egg, mushrooms, and peas. Help to regulate amount of calcium and phosphate, prevent falls in older people, improve your lung function, reduce the risk of diabetes and types of cancer like colon cancer or breast cancer. Calcium. Calcium can be found in broccoli, oranges, green peas, almonds, sesame seeds, and figs. Calcium makes the bones healthier and also muscle contraction, transmission of signals in nerves. The next one is iron. You can find iron in artichokes, red meat, pumpkin seed, soybeans, and cooked spinach. Iron helps to bind oxygen to red blood cell and transport. The last one is water. Water helps to carry nutrition and allows body to absorb and assimilate minerals. So the last thing we will talk about in this unit is the deficiency. So the causes are inadequate exposure to sunlight, dark skin, Like enough vitamin D, kidneys cannot convert vitamin D to its active form. The effects are bone loss, hair loss, gastric and infect often. The next one is iron. The causes are blood loss, lack of iron, unable to absorb iron, pregnancy. The effects are extreme fatigue, weakness, pale skin, chest pain, and cold hands and feet.
The next thing we will talk about is malnutrition. What is malnutrition? Malnutrition is when you don't have a balanced diet, meaning lack of proper nutrition caused by not having enough to eat or not eating the right things. Starvation. Starvation caused by consuming too little food, lack of food supply or mental disorder. It will cause intense weight loss, organ damage, and serious cases, death. Coronary heart disease is when the heart runs short of oxygen and cannot work properly. When fat deposits build up on the inside of the arteries, stifle and narrow the arteries. It will cause blood clots, limit the supply of food to the muscles, lead to heart attack. Constipation. Constipation is unable to defecate, which is extremely painful. It's caused by lack of fiber, and you cannot move food along alimentary canal. Obesity, caused by consuming too much food, and lead to diabetes, stroke, difficulty breathing.
Through the alimentary canal, there are 6 processes. First one is ingestion, which is taking up substances into the blood through the mouth, like you put the food inside your mouth. Next, we're gonna break it into the smaller pieces without chemical change by the teeth. The process called mechanical digestion. There is also chemical digestion, that is breakdown of large insoluble molecules to small soluble molecules, such as breaking starch to glucose in the mouth. After that, absorption starts in the small intestine and large intestines, which is the movement of small food molecules and ions through the wall of the intestine into the blood. Next, the process called assimilation, which is the movement of digested food molecules into the cells of the body when they are used. Becoming part of the cells happens in digestion of food that has not been digested or absorbed, as feces and through the anus. Cholera. One of the diseases you might get in your digestive system is cholera. Cholera is a disease caused by the cholera bacteria. They release toxins into the body, which cause secretion of chloride ions into the small intestine, causing osmotic movement of water into the gut, making water and salt to exit the body as watery feces. Diarrhea. Diarrhea can be treated using oral rehydration therapy, where the one with diarrhea is given a solution of salt and sugar to recover what was lost.
Main organs.
The alimentary canal includes mouth, salivary glands, esophagus, stomach, duodenum, and ileum in the small intestine, pancreas, gallbladder, and colon, rectum, anus in the large intestine. After taking food through the mouth, food is broken down into small pieces. Salivary glands produce saliva to soften the food and break down starch to glucose. The food then comes down through the esophagus into stomach. Stomach are continuing to break down food, and the food is being absorbed in the duodenum, ileum, and colon. Finally, undigested food is taken down to rectum and our anus.
Another type of digestion is mechanical digestion. So what is mechanical digestion? It's the breakdown of food into small pieces without chemical change to the food molecules, and teeth had an important role in this process. There are 4 types of teeth: incisors, canines, premolars, and molars. First, let's look closer to the 4 front teeth in both the upper and lower jaws. Incisors. Incisors are chisel-shaped for biting and cutting food. Next is canines. There are 4 canines in the oral cavity, 2 in the maxillary arch, and 2 in the mandibular area. They are behind and adjacent to the lateral incisors. Canines is used to hold and cut food. Located behind and adjacent to the canines is the premolars. Premolars have the wide surface area for crushing and chewing food. Lastly, molars. They have broader and flatter surfaces with 4 to 5 cusps, and they have the same function as premolars, crushing and chewing. The part of the tooth which is embedded in the gum is called the root. The part which can be seen is the crown. Enamel is the hardest substance made by animals. Under the enamel is a layer of dentine, which is rather like bone. Dentine is quite hard. In the middle of the tooth is a buff cavity which contains nerves and blood vessels. The root of the tooth is covered with cement. Teeth have an important job in the mechanical digestion process. So what exactly do the teeth have to do? Food is broken down into smaller pieces in the mouth by chewing. The teeth cut and crush food, and the pieces are mixed with saliva to form a bowl of food called bolus. When you consume food and drink high in carbohydrate, sugary or starchy foods, bacteria in plaque turn carbohydrates into energy they need, producing acid at the same time. Your mouth is full of bacteria that combine with saliva to form a sticky film known as plaque, which builds up on your teeth. Over time, acid in plaque begins to break down your tooth surface and causes tooth decay. Other bacteria in plaque can also irritate your gums, making them inflamed and sore. Plaque can be usually easy to remove by brushing and flossing your teeth, but it can harden and form a substance called tartar if it's not removed. Tartar sticks much more firmly to teeth than plaque and can usually only be removed by a dentist or dental hygienist. Here's some solution to prevent dental decay that we collect for you guys. Diet for whitening and healthy teeth. Strawberry, which contain an enzyme called malic acid. Apples, celery, and carrots can kill bacteria that causes bad breath. Oranges and pineapples cause the mouth to produce more saliva, which washes teeth clean naturally. Baking soda. It do a better job of removing plaque than toothpaste without the ingredient. Yogurt, milk, and cheese which contain lactic acid, which may help protect teeth against decay. You should brush your teeth twice a day and floss once a day for white and healthy teeth. So next, we're gonna talk about Unit 7.4, Chemical Digestion. Have you ever wondered why we need chemical digestion? Truth is, without it, our body is very hard to absorb nutrition. That's why the food has to be broken into small pieces. The chemical reaction happens very slow. That's why we need an enzyme to speed it up. The process is called lock and key theory. Enzyme breaks down molecules without being used. There are many types of enzymes in digestive system, but today we're just gonna talk about 3 of it. Number 1, amylase. Amylase is secreted in salivary glands and pancreas, which is the enzymes that breaks down starch to maltose and to glucose. The picture shows their structure in terms of chemistry. As you can see, starch and maltose have the same structure as glucose, but different number of molecules. After that, glucose can be absorbed to the blood and used for energy. Now, let's see how starch is digested. For example, if we eat bread, the saliva will soften the food. The food is broken into many small pieces. Amylase in the saliva starts to break down starch into maltose. After swallow the bread, the maltose then comes from mouth to the duodenum. Through the small intestine, glucose is being absorbed. Number 2, protease. Pepsin is secreted in stomach in gastric juice, and trypsin is secreted in the duodenum. Pepsin and trypsin have to work in different parts of the body because pepsin can only active at low pH but not trypsin. So pepsin works better with HCl in the stomach. HCl has very low pH, so it's giving an acid pH for enzymes that is the optimum pH for vaccine activity. It also kills bacteria and denatures enzymes in harmful microorganisms, so it protects the digestive system. However, HCl is not good for duodenum, so a liquid that secretes in the liver that neutralizes the acid called bile makes a suitable pH for duodenum. Also, it emulsifies fats that increase surface area for chemical digestion of fatty acid and glycerol. Number 3. Lipase. Lipase is secreted in pancreas. In lumen of small intestine, lipase is the enzyme that takes place in both chemical digestion from fat to fatty acids and glycerol.
The small intestine is a region where digested food is absorbed. Most absorption happens in the ileum. This is the longest part of the small intestine and is between 2 to 4 meters long. The small intestine has a large internal surface area for absorption to happen quickly and efficiently. The small intestine and colon both absorb water, but takes place more in the small intestine. A normal person or animal of similar size takes in 6 to 7 liters of fluid is received by the small intestine daily. The villi of the small intestine project into the intestinal cavity, greatly increasing the surface area for food absorption. On the surface, there are enzymes for digestion. Villi have very thin walls, which are single-cell thick, which enables a shorter diffusion path. They have a large surface area, so there will be more efficient absorption of fatty acids and glycerol into the bloodstream.
A villi has a layer on top, capillaries, lacteal and blood vessels to keep a concentration gradient.
Absorbs fatty acid and glycerol and transport it away from the villi. The capillaries carry the absorbed nutrition such as proteins and carbohydrates away from the villi, but also delivers oxygen to the microvilli so that they can perform cell respiration. Our video. Thanks for watching.